Hello. In this presentation, I'd like to illustrate the basics of near coincident stereo microphone technique and Staag microphone technique. Staag stands for Stereo Technique for Augmented Ambiance Gradient. If you're not familiar with Staag, it's a 4-microphone technique that allows the engineer greater control of the ratio between direct signal and ambient signal. The front and rear elements may be recorded separately and adjusted in post-production. Staag is a huge problem solver for engineers who record on location and don't always have a proper control room environment in which to evaluate room ambiance at the moment of recording. Staag is also useful in any multi-track recording situation, where you may want to adjust the amount of room sound in the mix. Before I discuss the details of Staag, I'll review some of the basics of stereo recording. We all understand how monaural audio recording works. We take a single microphone and point it at a source. With mono recording, we still capture a bit of the reverb and natural ambiance of the room, but we don't get a sense of spaciousness or localization. Acoustic engineers sometimes call that listener envelopment. Humans have 2 ears, just like we have 2 eyes. Because our eyes are set apart, they allow our brains to triangulate in order to perceive distance or depth. Our ears do a very similar thing. We sense loudness differences between our ears, but the human brain is also remarkably good at sensing time arrival differences between our ears. Time arrival differences are critical for our perception of room ambiance and spaciousness. XY coincident recording places 2 directional microphones as close together as practically possible, and relies on loudness differences between the 2 mics. XY offers the listener a good sense of localization, but not a great sense of space. ORTF near coincident technique moves the microphone capsules 17 centimeters apart to capture time arrival differences. 17 centimeters is roughly the width of the human head. Those time arrival differences translate to a much greater sense of spaciousness for the listener. Most engineers agree that ORTF offers a good compromise between monocompatibility, stereo localization, and perceived spaciousness. The greatest challenge when recording with ORTF is finding the best placement for the stereo array. If the microphones are too close to the source, the recording will sound dry and present. If they are too far from the source, room ambiance will be too great. The Staag technique addresses this problem by adding a second pair of rear-facing microphones. The rear pair is time-aligned with the front pair. With the Staag array, the engineer can confidently capture a close and present signal with the front-facing pair, and later adjust the amount of perceived room ambiance in post-production. A lot of research has been done using different splay angles and microphone types. If you really want to explore the theory behind Staag, please check out Jamie Tagg's papers on the subject. I will submit that while any number of variations may be implemented, the main concept includes the following criteria: a near coincident pair of cardioid microphones focused on the main sound source, a distance of about 17 centimeters between the capsules, and a widely splayed rear-facing near-coincident pair of directional microphones placed with the capsules as close as possible to the front pair. There you have it. It's really just 2 stereo pairs lined up. Here is a JM Acoustic Staag clip. I have used 2 JM Acoustic stereo mic clips tied together with a traditional stereo bar to create a Staag array. In addition to many near-coincident stereo microphone clips, JM Acoustic makes some very elegant Staag microphone mounts in various sizes and geometries. Here's another way to look at the Staag array. Place a stereo pair of microphones facing the target, then place another stereo pair facing away from the target. Blend the levels until you have the right sound. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this presentation informative. For more information, please check out the JM Acoustic website, the JM Acoustic Facebook page, and our shop at shapeways.com.